What's going on, guys? My name is Jake,
I'm Jesus.
and this is your Body Comp prescription, where we help you navigate through all things health and fitness. You guys seem to really enjoy the shorter style videos. So today we're going to talk about an interesting TikTok video that we came across discussing 3 things you're going to hate, but are completely normal on your fat loss transformation. But why don't we just play it for you, and then we'll give our 2 cents after you see it.
3 things you're gonna hate, but are completely normal during a successful fat loss transformation. There's gonna be weeks when you don't see new lows on the scale, even when you've been consistent.
All right, this is a really good one because sometimes we get people coming up to us and saying, you know what, I'm not making any progress. I'm not losing any weight this week, or for the last 2 weeks, I haven't dropped down in anything at all. But guess what? Sometimes no progress is also good progress. And in this case, when it's a fat loss journey, if you're able to maintain the same weight for weeks over time, that's also another good accomplishment that you have to acknowledge yourself. Not every single week is going to be down, down, down. There's going to be weeks where it's going to be a roller coaster ride, but take this with a grain of salt. Understand that every week is different from last week.
And we always talk about how fat loss isn't really a linear process. Sometimes you're going to go up in weight, sometimes you're going to go down, and sometimes you're going to maintain weight. And that's all okay. That's part of the journey. There's so many factors that come into play with your scale weight, like your water weight, your glycogen, your muscle, if you've gone to the bathroom or not, what you ate the previous day. And there's so many things that come into play. So you can't always just rely on what your scale weight says. And that shouldn't be the only thing that determines if it was a good week or not.
You're gonna mess up and eat too much from time to time along the way.
I think he said this perfectly, right? You're gonna have your good days and your bad days. Sometimes you're gonna have your bad days, but the issue is if you continue to have more bad days than good days, that's where the issue comes, right? There's times where you'll have one bad day, you'll go out for evening and you have fun, but if you continue to have those single nights, you're gonna ruin your gains then. But if you're only doing it once and once in a blue moon, it's not gonna ruin your gains. It's not gonna lose all the progress that you've made previously.
And everyone has a weakness when it comes to food, and it's okay to eat those every once in a while, whether it's pizza, wings, ice cream, whatever it is. You're allowed to eat those every once in a while. You don't have to completely cut those out. But more importantly, you guys have a life, right? You have a life filled with events, birthdays, holidays, barbecues, whatever the case may be. Your diet should not take precedence over those things, because those are important too. And you shouldn't let your nutrition, your diet completely control your life, especially if you know that, like Jesus just said, one day, one meal is not going to ruin your weeks of progress, your months of progress, especially if you know you're going to get right back on it the next day.
Also gonna doubt yourself way too many times and question if you even have what it takes. When you accept that these speed bumps are all a part of the journey too, they'll no longer be the excuse that stops you from achieving your goal.
It's normal to doubt yourself, especially if this is your first time around with a fat loss journey. You might not be as comfortable with diet and training requirements, but you got to stay consistent. You got to keep your head down. You got to keep working until you see the progress that you're looking for, and you got to keep your confidence high. This is going to be really important for the long-term goal achievement. And, a way to do that is to make smaller goals and keep it fun. Those will keep you accountable. It'll keep you interested. And then those will actually act as kind of like your stepping stones to the bigger picture of your whole fat loss transformation.
I love this because you know what? You got to trust the process. There's going to be days or nights you're not going to want to get up and you're not going to want to go to the gym. You're not going to want to go do your workout. You're not going to want to eat your meals that you prepared for yourself. But you know what? This is all a part of the journey and process. And it's also the beauty of this, right? You're going to want to just keep pushing forward. Separate yourself from those who say they're going to do it and for those who actually are going to do it.
All right, that just about wraps it up for today's video. And if you enjoyed, we'd really appreciate it if you dropped a like and maybe shared this with someone who might be on a fat loss journey and would find this helpful. But thanks again for watching. And until next time, guys, peace.
Peace.